Surprise! I'm the proud new owner of a Vitamix and I'm just trying it out. I have some mason jars here and I'm making a bunch of juices. I guess you could call it a smoothie because I am using frozen almond milk cubes and it's made thinly. It's more like a juice. So I just threw a bunch of things in. I follow the directions. You need to put the bottom with your liquid. So I put in 2 cups of water. Then you can put your seasoning or spices. Then you can put in your vegetable, like your leafy greens. So I have some spinach and romaine, and then whatever fruits and vegetables you want. So for my spice, I put some ginger. I didn't put in the avocado yet, and I've got some matcha powder for later. I didn't put in cinnamon yet. I did put about 6 little of these baby mandarin oranges in, and I put it in a stalk of celery, half a green apple. I put in a carrot, handful of spinach, and behind me I just put in 1 romaine leaf. And with that quantity, it fills up the jar very, very nicely. So I have 4 more jars to fill, and I'm just gonna throw a bunch of stuff in and see how it tastes. The things I'm putting in hasn't made it overly sweet. I'm not adding bananas. I'm purposely staying away from that. But I do have some frozen strawberries, and I do have these unsweetened oranges, which actually do have quite a bit of sugar in them. Whatever it says there. But yeah, I'm just, starting off slow. And if I find that it's really not sweet enough, I always have stevia drops to fall back on. But right now it's good, it's basic. I'm getting my fruits and veggies, and I'm one happy lady. So today is juice/smoothie day, and I'll be back if I make soups or frozen fruit desserts and all sorts of things. So it's an expensive machine. I got the payment spread over a year through the shopping channel, but you know what? I'm worth it. My health is worth the investment, and if you're sitting on the fence, it's totally worth the money, and it's time that you consider, even if you don't get a Vitamix, at least get something that you can use every day, and that's what I'm planning on doing. All right, back later. Okay, so I'm just going to show you how I do a quick juice/smoothie, and pardon my dirty container. I had a little bit of foam left from the other one and I didn't rinse it out. But what I do is I pour in 2 cups of water. And you can see from the side where it goes. Right about there. So you have to put your liquids in first and then your seasonings. And I'm just going to put in a tiny little bit of ginger because I put in, I think, a little too much last time. All right. Now I'm able to put in my leafy greens. So I'm going to grab a handful of spinach. And because I'm holding the camera in one hand, I might make a bit of a mess here. I gotta put my camera down for a sec. Okay, I've got a celery stalk, and no, I don't have to chop it, so I think that's awesome. Now I have half a green apple here, and you can actually leave the core in and the stem, just like you can the tops of the strawberries, the greens, because this machine is so powerful, it will pulverize it. But I'm not totally on board with having stems and pieces in my smoothie, so I'm just gonna cut it and do it the way I am. I'm going to put a few more oranges in there, the mandarin oranges. There's probably about, I don't know, 6 or 7 in there. And now I have to put in my carrot and strawberries, so I'll be right back. All right, so since I didn't want to put my camera down for every single step, I did put a carrot in there. I chopped it in half, even though I don't really have to. I put in 2 strawberries with the green stems on that were frozen, and I have 3 almond milk ice cubes in it this time, so I want to see how it's going to taste and what the consistency will be. So I'm ready to go. I make sure the lid is secure. You turn it on. Then you slowly increase it from 1 to 10. Then you can put it on high. All right, so when you have something hard or frozen, then it needs a little help being pushed into the blender. So that's why you have this handy dandy tamper, and it has a hole specially designed so that it will not touch the bottom of the blades and get mutilated and shredded to bits. So that's the safety guard in place. So I'm going to put this on again and attempt to push the frozen items down and get this puppy all blended up. So again, you always make sure it's on 1, that the speed variable from high to low is off, and it's off. So then you go on. Then you start to increase the speed. And now it's ready to be poured into my nice mason jar. And because it's mostly greens in here, it's going to be green. But I think it'll be a little sweeter now because I did add a couple of strawberries. I didn't go crazy. And I do have a little bit of extra here, which I will just drink up because it's from the other time too. So I'm just going to give a little taste test and see how it is. Okay, even those 2 large strawberries gave it that little sweet touch that I was missing. So that's a keeper. I think for the next juice, I'm going to use avocado. Stay tuned. So with each blender drink I make, whether it's a juice or a smoothie or whatever you want to call it, I use the 2 cups of water. I put in a couple of leaves of romaine. I put a handful of spinach. I put maybe 6 or 7 little mandarin oranges slices. I put in a little bit of ginger. I put in this one I just put in 2 sections of an avocado. I used 2 almond milk ice cubes. I used half a green apple, a stalk of celery. I think I used 2 large strawberries again, and a carrot. So we'll see what this one tastes like because this one has avocado in it from which never had it before. So I've got to give a thumbs up to that juice that I made with avocado. So avocado basically has very, very little sugar in it. So it gives the juice a smoothie-like consistency. It gives it really nice, smooth texture. And if you're like me and you want to avoid, sugar, which is why I'm not having a banana in here, I'm not having low-fat frozen yogurt or whatever, this is great because you still get that smooth taste. And I think this is definitely a winner. I don't think you need any more avocado. I just put in 2 small little sections of half an avocado, and I think this is a very, very winning formula. So I'm going to make my remaining 2 jars like that, and I've got 6 in the fridge, which will basically carry me over for the work week. The idea for these juices is not because I'm going on a juice cleanse. It's basically to replace my coffee. I miss my coffee and tea. And even though I drink water in the day, and I do drink a diet cranberry juice, which I dilute, and mostly it's like a 1/4 cup cranberry and the rest is water, I still want to have something to drink on and sip during the day. So that's why I was using those freshie juices, because that helped me. But now that I can make everything in my own little Vitamix, it's going to be a lot cheaper, and just it's going to be great. I can put whatever I want in it. So I hope you enjoyed that little demo, and I'll be back again when I have something else to make. Thank you. If you like my video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe.